Hello everyone. Today on Adventures with Paul and Christina, we're back working on the Rubin's tube again. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. We didn't have good video for the last installment, so we only got one clip, but we got the holes drilled with the brass fittings all fit. We angled this one down for the hose to come in from the bottom, and there's 5 of them. They need to be cleaned up a little. I cleaned this up a little bit so the holes cleared. It's nice and smooth now. Somebody, I think, took a file to it. I took an end mill to it and cleaned it all up nicely. What do we got to play with today?
We got the copper foil.
Copper tubing. Ooh.
Copper tubing.
3/8 inch flexible copper tubing. So, and then we got some tools to deal with it.
We got the screw cutter.
Yeah, brand new tubing cutter. Yep.
We have the
flaring tool.
Flaring tool.
Yes. Got all new tools to do this with. And that's for bending, but we're going to be doing straight ones, so that'll be more for straightening. Anyhow, we got all the electronic bits with us today too. We're reusing the end caps that were done on a lathe actually, and they're snug, but they will get on there. There you go.
Maybe. There we go.
Actually, it'll go way on. Just thump it a couple of times on the end with your... I think you need a heavier hand. I'll take care of that for you.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we got one for each end. And we will feed sound into one. The other will just be a end stop. There. And we have the electronics as well. We took apart a computer speaker to get an amplifier. Are we having fun? That's the good one, you know. At least it was. And we got the power supply for it.
Of course.
So we're going to do the electronics bits to get the sound going. We're going to do the flexible tubing to get this all wired up. And you're going to learn how to use a flare tool.
Cool.
Cool. All right. Back when there's more. And we're back. We're working on copper tubing. We tried to do this section and mess up a little bit. So we wound up with it a little too long and we had to cut some off, so we just put it in this section where we have an extra fitting, so we didn't need something quite so long. There's going to be a little bit of whoop-de-doo in the middle of the tubing. We're going to go a little tiny bit long just to make sure we get a good seating on it. This is tightened down here, and we're tightened down here as well. So we got one of the 4 sections we need. Got your Sharpie? Yeah, that's more than enough. What we're doing is we're cutting off a length so we get a little more than we need. We're going to waste a little bit of tubing each time. Where's your Sharpie? There's your Sharpie. Here, I'll hold, you mark. There. And go a decent amount extra, like
right there?
I'm going to say all the way to the other end of the fitting. It's like I'd rather waste...
Like right there?
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather waste an inch or 2 and have room to work. So, okay. Where's your cutter? There's your cutter. Whoop. Straighten out a little more. Go ahead and do it by hand. I don't think we really need the steel. Just be careful when you're straightening it that you don't like really go overboard. The whole risk is crimping the thing. Okay, you got enough to work with?
Yep. Here's my finger.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Now on the bottom it's got to be between the 2 wheels.
Yeah. Okay.
Tighten, tighten, tighten. You got a lot of room to go. Okay. There you're starting. Okay. I'm holding, you're working. I'm kind of holding. I'm doing it one-handed. Sorry. There you go.
Cut.
Okay.
Because we're flaring, we're not going to be using this thingy to...
Correct. We don't need to deburr if we're going to be flaring. So,
we grab this thingy and we put it in the... Well, we're going to do one side because...
Yes.
Because we can.
Yes. Then we put the fittings on.
We do about flush, if I can get it.
Just a little bit above flush.
Come on.
Yeah, there's little ridges in there that grab the pipe. Once you get it where you want it, squeeze it with your left hand, and then you can worry about getting the wing nuts in place.
How's that?
Great. Yeah, loosen the nut a little bit on the one close to you. There, now tighten her down. And once you get it finger tight, it'll be fine. It won't be moving around anymore. Okay, get the other end. Okay, go get your crescent wrench. Yeah, we figured out how to, yeah. Mechanical advantage. Are we together?
Almost.
Okay, I'm going to show you, well, you're getting it done, so I'm not going to.
There. Now they're together.
And then you got the flare attachment.
It is literally too...
You need to unscrew it some. It's still down from the last one.
Oh. I knew that. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. That's good.
Rotate and it'll come right off. There you go.
Stay.
No, you had it right.
You did?
Yes. And lift. Not that way, the other way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
I know that.
Okay, loosen the other one a little bit so you can. You're singing for the whole internet, you know.
No, I'm humming for the whole internet.
Okay, hold that up.
Flared.
Flare. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, took a break for a sec. There's our fittings, and you put those on before you flare the other end, because that would be like bad, and we
It kind
just
of doesn't come off, so it doesn't.
yes. And we're going to mark where we're going to cut it, but we got a bunch more to do, and rather than take little breaks, we'll go to time lapse. How do you feel about time lapse?
Time lapse.
Time lapse. And we're back. And we got our copper fittings. As you can see, the first one was got a little more of a whoop-de-doo in it than the others. We got better as we went along. We have decided to not replace the...
I like the whoop-de-doo. It makes it unique.
Ah, I see. Okay. Now, we're working on getting the electronics up and running.
Wire connected.
I put this, while Christina was working on copper, I hooked up the wires for the tube. We have scavenged an amplifier, and I got that
Literally
connected.
scavenged. We got it off the side of the street.
Yes. Now, the end of that plug right there plugs into your MP3 player. iPod. Okay.
It's got Angry Birds right.
I'm going to work on getting power connected to this, and we'll see if we can get sound in the speaker. Then we get to work on gas.
Which we have to go get a connector thing.
We got to, yeah, we messed up, or we didn't check the fitting. Grab the hoses there. Okay, this one is the old one, and it went on to the tank, and it's like an internal left-handed thread for a standard tank.
Left-handed?
Yep, it's backwards thread just for safety because it's gas. And it goes to a very thin piece of pipe with a needle valve, and that was part of the problem with the original was the gas delivery wasn't exactly...
Perfect.
Well, the volume it would deliver isn't good. Pick up the one we got. This is a completely different coupling, and it doesn't go on the tanks we have, so we may have to go figure out something at Home Depot or an RV place. That may be for like a 50-pound tank rather than a 5-pound tank, which we'll figure out.
Is it just easier to get a new tank? Or would that be more expensive?
Okay, if it's 24 bucks for 5 pounds, how much would 50 pounds be? I know you've taken math. You're doing algebra.
Algebra 2.
The algebra 2, yes. I think you can figure that one out.
Yeah.
So, we'll be back in a bit when we got this working. And we're back. Hi. Okay. Now, we have a signal generator here. I have it set for sine wave, and we're at the 1 kilohertz scale here, so we're going to turn that all the way down to nothing. It's on a 1-second pulse rate, so the screen doesn't update as fast as the thing is running as fast as you turn the knob. But that runs into just some alligator clips going into our wire here, and I'm going to hook the power on. I can get that on. There we go. And whoa, Christina was leaning on the tube. So we're on 10 hertz, and you can see our speaker is vibrating back and forth. We can turn that down. That's kind of interesting. There's 2 hertz, 3 hertz, and it's very slowly.
That's cool.
Moving back and forth. That's how a speaker works. Yes. So turn the volume up or the output. That should get it to move more. Yeah. All right. Now let's go up with the tone, the frequency. So there's 25 hertz. And it's moving fast enough that you can't really see it. It's vibrating very quickly.
I can see it.
You can see it? Hold on, I'm going to put some light on that. See if we can see it a little better. Okay. Right down in there. But,
As it vibrates, it takes some of the dust off.
yes, okay. Let's, that's right around a middle A. 440 would be middle A. Let's turn the amplitude down a little. There's 1,000 hertz. And 2,000 hertz. All right. Let's go to the next higher scale. 3,000 hertz. There's 4,000, 6,000. I think this, we need to calculate the wavelengths of all this and whatnot. But
I pity anyone wearing headphones at that instant.
yes, we're at 7,500 hertz. I mean, it'll go all the way up. I mean, there's 20,000 hertz right there, and we're beyond the electronics here. I don't even think the amplifier will handle that frequency. There is a frequency response curve for the speaker and all. But somewhere around 15, I can start there. I can kind of hear it right there at 14,007. But
this is painful.
yeah, your ears are better than mine. You can hear higher frequency. Okay, power off. So now
Sorry, headphone users.
Yes, now we're going to go to Home Depot and get our hosing figured out for the gas. We found the cylinders for gas, we just got to get a way to hook up to them. So, back in a bit.